For number 1, we divide 1,000 by 2 and we get 500 grams. For number 2, we divide 500 by 2 and we get 250 grams. For number 3, we divide the answers for the amount remaining by 2 also. And for number 4, we plot our answers from number 3.
For number 5, will the amount of the substance ever reach 0? Explain. The answer is no, because the number will keep on getting cut in half and never touch 0, and the decimals will keep on getting smaller and smaller. Number 6, what are the reasonable domain and range of this function, represented by the graph? The domain is x is greater than or less than or equal to 4, because it will keep on getting smaller and smaller. The range is greater than or equal to 0, because it will keep on going up. 7, what is a y-intercept and what does it represent? The answer is no, there's no y-intercept, because the domain will never hit 0 or touch the y line. Identify the absolute maximum minimum of the function represented in the graph and tell what they represent in the content. The minimum is 4, 0, because it's the smallest point, and the maximum, there is no maximum, because it will just keep on getting higher and higher.
The domain and range. What are the domain and range of the functions? Domain's all real numbers because the line has arrows indicating that it keeps on going further past the graph. Range is y is greater than 0. Question 10. How is the graph different from the graph in item 4? The graph has an absolute minimum. Question 11. How do the values of y change as the values of x increase? Y gets larger as well. Number 12. How do values of y change as the values of x decrease and get smaller?
By the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. There is no absolute minimum or absolute maximum, because it'll keep on going up and it won't ever touch the bottom, so there's nothing. It's nothing. 14. A scientist has g grams of radioactive substance. Write an expression that shows the amount of the substance that remains after one half-life. So it would be divided by 2, so g is divided by 2. 15. Critique the reasoning of others. Dylan looked at the function fx equals 4 1 over 2 to the power of x and said this function is always greater than 0, so 0 is the absolute minimum. Explain why Dylan is incorrect. Because it never touches 0. As you can see, it will never touch 0.